Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Gaynor.
Okay, don't forget we got a giveaway going on. If you check out the mutton busting video we did, we're going to send a box of goodies over to somebody wherever you are around the world.
Yes.
All the way from the UK. Yeah. So instructions are on one of the videos there, which is a giveaway video. Yes. Tells you what to do. And get onto it. You just got to be subscribed as well.
Yep.
So check it out. Hunter discovers 29 human body parts in the desert.
Whew.
It's got to be like a little bit, don't know, when you discover like a human remains or anything like that, it's got to be a little bit disturbing, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So like, got to play in your mind, what do you do? You know, and freak you out right away.
Yeah.
It's got to send that shut down right down your body.
And it's places like the desert or sort of forest where you're likely to come across stuff like that.
Yeah, I came across some animal parts once in a woods when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it was some kind of like, I don't know what you call them. It was like some cult that like
ritual.
Some ritual, yeah, that were doing something. They got found out. It was in the news a few days later, or the newspaper sort of thing. But anyway, should we get into this? EWU, great channel, one of our favourite go-tos for stuff like this. Hunter discovers 29 human body parts in the desert.
Is that an arm?
Yes. It's still got skin on it.
I hate to be indelicate, but we got a call yesterday afternoon. They had found an arm and a leg. And then about an hour and a half ago, we got a phone call from some deer hunters north of town, and they found two heads.
You can also think about when you're in deserts and places like in woods, you know, especially in certain countries, animals could have ripped them apart.
Yeah.
Could have been took apart by a bear or you know, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure what happens with wild animals. I'm not into that kind of stuff.
No.
I don't know how they rip you apart or whatever. But I don't know. Let's see anyway.
Yeah.
The Yavapai County Sheriff's Office received a call about what appeared to be a human arm found in the woods. They had no idea that this was only the beginning of the gruesome discoveries. As more and more body parts turn up, authorities can't help but wonder if they've stumbled upon a serial killer's dumping grounds, or if there's something else just as sinister at play.
They found a total of 9 legs and several arms.
On December 26, 2020, 2 Yavapai County Sheriff's deputies headed out to the woods south of Prescott. There they met with the 2 people who called authorities after stumbling upon something disturbing.
This right here, this is crazy.
Is it in a bag or what is it?
No, it's laying right there.
Okay.
So look at, we're just gonna walk along this fence line, just to this tree.
Okay.
It's right below.
Did you touch anything?
Oh, hell no.
How close did you get to it?
Probably 8 or 9 feet.
Okay. So stop wherever you stopped before, okay?
Right here.
Okay.
I backed the truck. I broke a couple of branches because I'm trying to get to that dead one that's down like that.
Right.
And that's it right over there.
Okay.
What was he doing in the woods, like there?
He was just saying, didn't he? He was backing
his truck up.
Obviously, he's getting rid of dead branches on the trees.
Ah, okay. So he's trimming back trees.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, it is. You got crime scene tape?
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's go back to the car, you guys. Stay there. He's going to get a witness statement from you.
See, I know there's loads of people that like go missing and are never found. Can you imagine if you've got a missing like relative and then it turns up it's like that?
Dumped in a
I think you'd rather not want to know, wouldn't you?
In a desert somewhere.
Yeah.
All right.
Were the fingernails polished? Did it look like a female's hand?
I didn't look that close.
We're not going to get too close right now. I'm just going to get Mike and CI started. You need to call out CI.
10-4. So it is confirmed?
In my opinion, yes. It's, I don't know if it's male or female or what, but it's definitely confirmed.
For how much?
We got about 10 feet away from it because we don't want to disturb any footprints or anything, and we're going to be putting up crime scene tape. I believe it's a leg.
The officers then begin marking off the area. It's while setting up a designated crime scene that the deputies notice something particularly odd about the arm. Little did they know, this was actually an important clue about how exactly the limb came to be in the woods.
There's like toilet paper on that arm.
Yeah,
too. Did you only see an arm or did you see something else? Just that one? Okay. All right.
And then I told him about seeing a string of toilet paper on the road.
Okay.
The officer then gets statements from the witnesses who found the extremity, and they immediately share information about something else suspicious that they saw earlier.
There was somebody that was heading up here when we were up here, and it's like he stopped because he saw our truck and then he backed out slowly.
And I walked down here to see if I could see what car it was, because it sounded like it was still idling right here.
Yeah, it stopped.
But I didn't see it.
It was weird. You know, and I thought it was odd, but there is a lot of prints around here.
So you guys have been up here twice now.
He has.
I've been up here twice now.
Despite the gruesome discovery, the tone remains light.
The way this works is I need all your most current information here, okay?
Okay.
I'm not saying it's a murder. I don't know what happened. You know what I mean?
Bodies usually don't stay for...
I'm not saying what happens.
We probably are going to end up calling a lot of other people out. It's a pretty big arm. I think it might be an adult. Yeah. Yeah.
While continuing to tape off the area to prevent contamination, one of the deputies offers some speculation about the arm.
Yeah.
Somebody that was camping and a bear got him. Is there our bear up here?
The bear wouldn't leave the arm and then take the other arm.
If it was full, it might.
It would come back.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying.
They're pretty blasé the way they're talking, aren't they? I think I'd be like freaking out.
Yeah, but you can't freak out. It's your job, isn't it, to sort
No,
of
I
do
know.
that at the end of the day. But it's one of them as well. You found something that's a crime scene. That's what your job is.
Yeah, but
No.
if that's the first, I'm sure it's the first time it's happened to her. Like you don't
possibly,
just come across like limbs all over the
But
place.
it says there, they found this one arm, but it says 29 human body parts. At the moment, they've only found one arm.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's some sort of a maniac. That's
I don't know. I'm not sure.
bodies.
I'm not sure yet.
Anything back in there? He said there was more toilet paper this way, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. There's toilet paper on the arm. That's freaking weird.
All right, here, I'll go put it by the arm.
No, this is about... That's
Close
as far
as
as
we
we're
want.
going. Right there's that blue thing.
Does it look like it got bitten off? Like it was chewed on or anything?
It's chewed on, it looks like. Well, he says fresh. Now that I'm closer, definitely not fresh. Because now I can actually really kind of see the hand.
Yeah, it's weird that there's toilet paper on it. And especially on the back end right there where you see that dryer sheet
Yeah.
or whatever that is back there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if somebody tried to cover it up
Well, I don't know.
or wrap it. Looks like a dryer sheet.
Oh, that part back
Yeah,
there.
the part right there in the back of it.
Looks like the stuff some other dryer sheets are made out of, but like on a roll. And then there's more of it over there.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just go.
Doors.
Another officer arrives soon after, and understandably, they can't believe what they're seeing.
Now that I've looked at it, it is old, but it's still got skin on it.
And it's weird, like they try to wrap the back of it with like some kind of
Dryer sheet or fabric,
or something.
and the fingers are all purple. I got pictures too. I can't get them.
an arm?
Yes, it's the right arm. He backed his truck right up in here, and he was getting ready to cut this tree, and they saw that, and they got out of here. So they saw something else back in here, but I'm not going back in there to mess anything up.
As it would turn out, the tree cutters were right, and there was more than one gruesome discovery still hidden in the woods. The very next day, the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office received another call, this time from two hunters. They, too, had stumbled upon something shocking. A deputy meets up with the hunters and is led to another chilling discovery.
Down in there?
Yeah, the heads are up here. Looked as lazy as whoever this was. I think they kind of threw some dirt and rocks and over
Right.
in the ditch here. That's kind of where we had stopped and ate lunch. And I crossed this, and I thought, it's just somebody dumping trash because there's everywhere.
Right.
But then I walked across this, up the hill right here. And that, and that.
Okay.
Disturbingly, the hunters had found two severed heads.
And whatever else we haven't seen in it, that's what we found.
Okay. All right.
But with the coyotes and all that, who knows what could have been here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got a call into Scott Poppenberger right now just to let their carnivore attack team know, just in case this being out here has put something in the air to call them out and caused any issues. So may have some cat action up here in a while.
Despite the earlier speculation about a bear being responsible for the body parts, and now possibly a coyote or mountain lion, the truth would turn out to be even more bizarre.
This is bizarre.
Could it be like a amputation unit from the hospital? Like furnace has run out,
Well,
so there's like dumping ground.
Well, I was laughing at the they said I have to call Scott whatever and from that something team. I'm
Carnivore
like,
attack team.
Yeah,
What's that? Yeah. I don't know. This is the truth would turn out even more bizarre. I don't know what this. I'm assuming a wild animal.
Yeah, I'm thinking wild animal now, but
Hunters, campers, or whatever they are, wild animal.
And the toilet roll thing, like is somebody like gone for a bowel movement and then been
No,
attacked?
I think it's. I don't think. I think it's probably trying to sort of like cover up some kind of attack. Maybe sort of like bandage over an attack, like they've been bit, and then they sort of like tried to fight it off, and whatever the animal is has come back, and then just took them apart.
Oh, okay.
You know, come back in maybe a pack. You know, they've been bit once. They've tried to bandage it up and fix it just by a bite or a a nick or whatever.
When I tell these guys that I know that work for the sheriff's department, police department, there's things you guys see that I don't want to know. This is one of them. Right here.
This is it.
This is one of the things I don't need to know about.
Yeah.
While conducting searches of both areas, police uncovered a series of strange clues. One of these clues led Lieutenant Bolts to making phone calls to try and trace the origin of the human remains. The first call he made was to a research company.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Well, we're a little perplexed right now.
I'm a little perplexed by the message I read. I don't know if it's right.
Sounds like it is. So we got a call yesterday afternoon from some folks who were out cutting firewood. They said they found an arm and a leg, and the location's about 20, 30 miles south of Prescott. So we went out there thinking that we had a homicide, and our criminal investigative division came out and they searched the area. They found a total of 9 legs and several arms, and then some other parts they think.
I might be right here on what I was saying before about the amputation unit. She said they just found a research company.
Yeah.
And it's the research company, people who've got DNA on people, and they're going to tell you who they are. Or are they saying these are the body parts we're researching on, and we've dumped them? Shouldn't be dumping them anyway.
No,
That's bad.
Yeah.
You know?
I think might be elbows or other parts, they're not sure. Each of those body parts had a tag on it. They've all been collected and taken to our medical examiner's office, and we were planning on working on this on Monday. But about 2.5 hours ago, we got a phone call from some deer hunters about 50 miles away as the crow flies. Said they found 2 skulls on the ground. The common thread between the two is that the parts that we found yesterday and the skulls today, both of them, all of them have been wrapped in this blue and white, like surgical paper. We are all but certain that these are related. We're just trying to find out where they came from.
Once you said it and we walked back, this like that medical whatever
Waste bags and
it's just somebody being a jerk, lazy and a jerk.
Yeah, I mean, there's proper ways to do this, and, ethical ways. Yeah, this is just.
We could call you guys and find out who these people are and where they came from, because obviously we can't have people just dumping.
Right.
Along with blue and white surgical paper, many of...
Are they suggesting that it could be sort of someone who's died, and rather than bury them, they just dump them?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, doesn't it? 'Cause they're saying it, some big grandparents think they're buried.
Just sort of like, just put them out in the, rather than pay for a funeral. Is that what they're getting at?
That's
I think
what
it is,
thinking,
isn't it?
Yeah.
the dismembered limbs had metal tags, and officers also found a plastic bag with the name Future Gen X on it.
If they have some kind of tag on them, it's a whole body donation, so we do tag everything that we have.
After coming up with a dead end, Lieutenant Bolts called someone else to try and trace Future Gen X.
I need to talk to somebody who can give me information on your willed cadaver program for a law enforcement matter.
Yes, this is April. I can help you.
April, So I hate to be indelicate, but we got a call yesterday afternoon from some folks out cutting wood south of Prescott that they had found an arm and a leg. Do you guys use medical ID tags on the appendages?
We do not.
Sounds like we can rule you guys out for help then.
Rather than body parts dumped by a serial killer, the limbs appeared to belong to cadavers donated for medical research.
I was
But
right.
a question remained. How exactly had they ended up strewn around the woods in Arizona? Still determined to find the source of the body parts, the lieutenant tried another contact.
We don't tag legs and arms. We do ear tags, and our bodies are never separated. They're always whole bodies.
Okay.
Authorities were eventually able to trace future Gen X to a Seattle address and the company's owner, Walter Harold Mitchell. Police tracked Walter to his apartment in Scottsdale, December 29, 2020, 3 days after the first of the body parts were found.
Hey, Walter. How's it going? I'm Detective Smith. This is Detective Franklin. We're from Yavapai County Sheriff's Office. Can we talk to you for a minute?
Sure.
Walter agrees, but detectives immediately notice something peculiar that he's carrying.
You mind if we carry the rock? I just don't like you having a rock in your hand while you're walking with us. Do you have any weapons or anything on you? On your person?
On my person, no.
There's a very good reason Walter makes this distinction, as police will eventually find out.
You used to own a company called Future Gen X?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what we're here to talk about.
Okay.
Have you been following the news at all lately?
No, I have not.
Okay.
All right.
How many bodies did you bring with you from you left Washington?
Body?
Cadavers,
Whatever you want to call it.
whatever.
Body part.
You know what? Come on, guys. This is an interrogation.
We came to talk to you.
Yeah, that's an interrogation.
Very
You
defensive.
can call it what you want, but we just came to talk to you so we can get to the bottom of what's going on.
Okay. You know what? You can talk to my lawyer.
Okay.
What?
There's body
I don't
parts
get
strewn
it.
all over our county that have
Okay.
your company's name on them. And we're trying to figure out...
Bull.
Not bull.
Why would I drive all the way down here?
That's a good question. But I'm done.
Okay.
All right. Well, turn around and put your hands behind your back then.
Yep.
If you don't want to talk.
Police read him his rights and found a spare apartment key on his keychain. According to news sources, it was there that they discovered a cylindrical object about 8 inches long with a fuse sticking out of one end. With the concerning discovery of what appeared to be a pipe bomb, police cleared the area and called a bomb squad to remove the device. According to Trooper Poole, the pipe bomb was real and contained flammable powder inside. Following his arrest, Walter told a bizarre story, even arguing with investigators about the details of his case during a free talk agreement.
What we're looking for here mostly is to try to identify the remains in this case so that we can try to do the right thing and get those back to their families if that's something that needs to take place.
Walter was known as a body broker, providing donated bodies to be sold for medical education and research. He'd closed his business in April 2020, but none of this explained how the cadavers ended up in Arizona. When Walter was read a list of all the recovered body parts, his response to this number was unexpected, to say the least.
This is not correct. I know the number was 53. 53 was the total, but minus 5 heads. So 48. 48. Yeah, because I know what the total number was.
Walter took the donors' body parts in a U-Haul truck and packed them in dry ice when he moved to Arizona. After this, he kept them in a freezer in a shed north of Prescott. He only dumped the body parts in late November 2020 and later sold the freezer.
We all want to know why. I think that we have some idea.
Can you imagine if you bought that freezer?
I know.
Like, you got all your food in it now.
Yeah.
You know, it's kids' ice creams.
Dharma in
Ice
there.
cream, yeah. I mean, I know this kind of thing. It's legit businesses that do it, sort of thing. I was close before when I said amputation units, you know, things. But when I thought head, I thought animal, wild animal. When I heard head, but this is as soon as I heard tags, then you knew it was something like medical research.
As why. You know, we heard a lot of things about your finances.
So why is not financial? Never has been. you know, there are times in my life where I was motivated by finances, but this was not one of them, okay? The reason is because my industry, over the entire industry, is unsafe, very unsafe. And I've been a failed whistleblower since 2002.
After a thorough search of both areas was conducted, police discovered that most of the human remains appeared to be female, and some were tied together with twine.
If I wanted to hide something, I would have dug someplace in my land or taken it someplace else or done something completely different. I wanted a platform. And because I wasn't getting a platform.
Wow.
And so that's the why. I hope that answers your question.
Walter claimed he wanted to be a whistleblower about what he thought was improper blood testing in his industry.
The body is a perfect ecosystem for transmitting diseases. So when you have 30,000 bodies a year going to private organizations, and they're dissecting 150 to 200,000 tissues going around the world, and they're not screening properly, and they're not blood testing properly. And I wrote a very detailed article. I don't know if you've been given that article, but I'll show you where you can get access to it because it's on a LinkedIn site, where I show and have shown over the years that the players have been doing incorrectly.
Walter also wrote a fictional book called Serial Killer. Eerily, the book description reads as follows: a killer that has inner working knowledge of law enforcement, medical anatomy, and funeral protocols that ensures his success. The satisfaction he gains comes not just from the killing, but in using others to take care of disposing of the bodies after he is finished. While Walter was adamant that the body parts came from 6 people, DNA testing said otherwise.
The crime lab came back and said that they can definitively say that there are 9 individuals.
Okay.
Guy's an oddball, man.
There could be tissue, and it would be the hips.
But we only found 1 hip, 1 left hip.
Okay, there's got to be more out there.
I have 5 skulls, 2 right. I have 2 right arms plus shoulders, 2 right arms, 1 right shoulder, 3 left arms plus shoulders, 1 left arm, 1 left shoulder, 3 right legs, 2 right knees, 1 right foot, 1 left hip, 4 left legs, 1 left knee, and 2 left feet.
Investigators found a total of 29 human body parts.
She's just described someone from Alabama. Kidding.
You're saying there's more out there. Where? Did you bury it? Did you put it in a different location than the other stuff?
It's in that vicinity, very close. I'm going to tell you flat out, it was worth it. Because after 30 years, I want to walk away saying I did something good for my industry and for humanity. And as silly as that sounds, I'm the moral compass in my industry, and I have been.
Walter Mitchell was convicted of 29 felony counts of concealing or abandoning a dead body and sentenced to concurrent 2.5-year prison terms for 24 counts and a concurrent but consecutive 3.75-year term for the other 5 counts, totaling 6.25 years. He will be credited with 671 days served since his arrest. With the time he already served, Walter will spend just over 4 more years behind bars.
Incredible.
It is. It's a weird one, isn't it?
It's he's a lunatic.
Yeah.
Don't know. His head's gone.
Yeah.
If you ask me. Don't know. Obviously, he's willing to sort of like his science thoughts, and wrote a fictional book. You know, about murder and serial killing.
Yeah.
He was fascinated with human remains, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't know in the way it comes to it. But yeah, it's as soon as you start seeing multiple bodies like that and things, it's always. I can't see a serial killer just using it as a dumping ground.
Serial killer, I think he would have dug a hole and...
A lot of serial killers, I think, when I've read...
them.
Yeah, I've read about serial killers. Sometimes they try and sort of like... they try and tease things to try and get caught.
Yeah.
For
the thrill of it.
Yeah, thrill of it all and all that kind of stuff. But I think with this, as soon as he said sort of like multiple things, arms and legs and stuff, and I thought, it's got to be either campers camping with a wild animal, or like I said, an amputation unit where it's I don't know, they just dump the stuff, but it's definitely not ethical just to dump bodies.
No, of course it's not.
You know. So I guess he got his just desserts for the time he spent. But yeah, imagine finding all that though.
I know.
You don't want to find anything like that, because when they said about that as well, when they discovered it, he said it looks like it's old and the fingers are purple. I'm sure. I don't know if they'd been what they call it when they should know embalmed. Yeah. But if it was there, the decomposing would probably be pretty quick. I would have thought.
He put them in the freezer, didn't he?
Yeah, no, but they obviously would have been embalmed, so decomposing wouldn't sort of like work as quick as it would if it was blood in there or whatever. But on wild animals, probably won't come and eat them because it probably won't sense the meat and everything.
Smell,
yeah, but it's a strange one, right?
It is a really weird one.
Some more people out there. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Check out the EW channel as well. He's got loads of stuff over there, really good stuff. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Cheers.